Hello guys, my name is Adina Fentitimira from Idea Lab. So during the last session we had on productivity and power apps, we said we will now explore the softwares that are used in productivity, and one of the softwares is Microsoft Word. So today we are getting started with Microsoft Word, and I'm very glad and excited for this course. So first of all, if you install your Microsoft Word software, you are greeted with this screen where Microsoft will actually greet you, good morning. So that's a nice cool feature, but we are interested in what we are seeing when we are greeted with Microsoft Word. So if you see on the left side panel, you see that Microsoft is saying this is the home screen. So it's the default screen that you'll be greeted with. So in this area, you can create a new file, or you can open a new document, or you can check the account that you are working with. So you can see that my account and theme of Microsoft Word is changed here. You can also send feedback if you like something, if you don't like something, or you have a suggestion. You can also check on different options that you want to play around with your Microsoft Office account. So you can see that some of the things have changed, but the highlighted options are the ones that we are seeing. So we want to create a new document, but once we click new, we are seeing that the screen has changed and it's offering us templates, different templates to work with. So in this case, there are templates showing resumes, cover letters. So if you are working, if you want to come up with a resume or a CV, this is a great place to look at, because they have templates you can work with, and they are beautiful templates, so you don't have to do the work. But as for this course, we are interested with the blank document. So let us click the blank document and explore factors that they are provided to us by Microsoft Word. So first of all, since we're exploring Microsoft Word, you can see that they are using tabular system. So meaning to say the panels are made like tabs. So when you click a tab, you'll be greeted with other functions that are provided by the software. So let us go to the File tab. So once you click File tab, you see that we have went back to the previous section that we had, but this time around, you see, because we have created a new document, now some of the options have been highlighted, like the information. So if you click the information, you see the information of the file that you are working with. When you click save, you save the documents. So you choose where to save the documents. When you click save as, you can see where you can save, how you can save the document as. We will take a look at that later on. If you want to print the document, the system will provide you with functions, options to print the document. So you can choose a printer name and print your document. Or if you want to share the document to others, so you can click share with people, or using an email, or present it online if you are doing online presentations, or post it as a blog. So if you have WordPress or a blog somewhere else, it's very easy. You can just click post it as a blog, click WordPress, and connect it to your WordPress account. It did not do that because it did not recognize if I have WordPress installed, but if you do so, it's going to recognize in your PC. So you can also export it, so you can create PDFs, or you can change the file type as well, or you can close the file. So that's the File tab is all about. So if you go to the second tab, which is called Home, so this is a default tab. So the tabs are made with columns that are have specific functionalities depending on the feature they are changing, they are manipulating. So the first tab, it's called clipboard. So clipboard meaning to say it's used for copying and paste. So clipboard, use clipboard for Microsoft or in your computer. When you copy something, you store it on the clipboard and you can paste from the clipboard. So that's what this section is all about. So if you go to the next column, you are seeing that it's written font, meaning to say it deals with fonts, so you can change, manipulate fonts. So if you place here, you see that there are different types of fonts that you can utilize in your document. So if you want to change the size of the font, there's a drop down key here. You can change the size of the font. Let us just light some text and see. So if I light, my name is Anafin Titimina, and highlight. So how do we highlight? By clicking the left key and move it along the text. So that's how you highlight the text. So if you want to change the font, click here and change the font to Arial. And you can use these two functions here, the smaller capital A and the larger capital A and the smaller capital A, meaning to say these are used to increase fonts or decrease fonts. So later on that, we'll see how it's done. So in this case, on the paragraph, it's where you're going to use to manipulate things from the paragraph. On this style section, you use it to give pre-styled formats of your text. So we are on the normal style. If I go here, you see that my font is changing. So this is also very important in coming up with a table of contents. The last part is where you find and replace and select, which is a cool feature if you want to replace a word, a certain word, or you want to find a certain word in a large document. So if we go to the next section, which is insert tab, you understand that in insert tab, as the word suggests, you are inserting something in your document. Maybe you want to insert pages. So if you click here, it's cover pages. So cover pages are the ones that you are going to use when you are coming up with academic writing. So that's how you're going to use cover pages, but they're also very important to bring reach to your document. So you can also insert pages by page break or a blank page. You can also create tables. So you can choose how many tables you want and create tables in your document. So that's how it's done as well. So you can also insert pictures, online pictures. Also you can insert shapes and smart arts. We will see how to create smart arts. They are very cool. You can also create charts. So if you want to create beautiful charts like these ones, you can also do that in Microsoft. So Microsoft Word has got nice features, cool features, I'm telling you. You can also screenshot a file or a document or a software and put the picture in here. And also you can put add-ons. We have our add-ons here. But the default add-on is Wikipedia. You can put a quote from Wikipedia. You can also insert or run videos or links or bookmarks or cross-referencing. You can put comments. So if you want to put comment on a certain word, say my surname. So if you put that comment there, and the one who is going to work with that document, when they highlight this word, when they highlight this comment, they will see where to change. Maybe there is something that they need to change. So that's how you are going to put it. And when you press resolve, and everything will be done, and there'll be no anything, but you can see that the comment is recorded, that there were some words that were manipulated. So you can also create footers or headers. So headers are good when you want to name the page you're working with, or you want to put numbers. So we can put, make for example, this one is cool. You can put the page numbers. That's the header. So it shows that we are on the first page. Close the header, it's going to be there. So when you are printing out, it's going to be there as well. You have page numbers. So if you want to put page numbers on top or bottom, that's how you are going to place page numbers. We have also text box if you want to place text, but in a certain orientation, you can do so. As here, these are default text box, so that's how you put text box on your document. So as you can see, it's even looking cool already, but I know it's gibberish, but that's how powerful is Microsoft Word. Also, you can put quick parts. So quick parts, we'll see how to put quick parts later on, but these ones, they are very good when coming up with large documents like newspapers and whatsoever. So these ones are very powerful when you want to organize the content on your pages as well. So you can also put word arts and whatnot. Word arts are not actually used right now because people, they are using Photoshop and illustration to come up with good word arts. So maybe you want to press dates, automated dates, so you don't have to think which date is today, but with automated dates you can actually put it in your document. You can also put objects. So objects are different objects from your you can put objects from your Excel file and whatnot. So objects, they can be pie charts and whatsoever. So that's how powerful it is. There are also equations, and you can put equations, and you can also put symbols in your document. So let us go to design. So design, these are like themes of your Microsoft or document that you're working with. So if I hover around here, I can change the theme, I can change the orientation. You can see that the page is changing. You can change the font type. So those are the themes that are there. There are also other themes here according to the color. So you can also change that. You can also change the color in this side according to your liking. You can also change the fonts that you are working with, but you know, we can change that fonts in the home section, so it's fine. We can also change the spacing as well. You can see that spacing is doubled. So here is just the layout. You can change also the effect. So in effect, you can use these ones in shapes that you are working with, so to set it as you are liking. And place default. Once you place default, meaning to say that when you open another document, you will start with the theme you have selected. You can also place watermark. So if you want confidential watermark, place it, your document is going to have it. So that's amazing as well. You can also place document page colors and choose the color of your liking. We press this color, that's how it's showing, that's how it's done. So I'll go back to the white color, which is wonderful to work with. And lastly, on design tab, you can press borders. So you can create border. So once you press the box border, create it, you have box border on your document. This is also good because it brings richness to your document. Let us go to layout. So on layout, you can change the margin. You want the margin to be narrow. So when you say narrow margin, it means it's a text area that you are going to put your text in. So that's how important is the margin feature. So you can put narrow, you can put normal. So if you can see the changes that are there, if we place narrow or normal or moderate, so let us go to normal because that's good for us. You can also change the orientation of the page. Now we are on portrait, but once you press landscape, it's going to change. So this is the landscape area of your landscape orientation of your page. But let us go to portrait, which is default for us. You can also change the size of your document. I believe most of us, we are used to say that Microsoft Word only produces A4 documents. You can create other documents and define more sizes that you are working with. So in this case, if I want a larger document, I'll go to A3 or I'll go to A4, the default one, which my printer can print. You can also change the columns on your document. If you want to have 2 columns or 3 columns, maybe if I say 2 columns, it means when my document, I have finished lighting my document on this column, instead of going to the next page, it will go to another column. So that feature, you see it in different books that are available on the market. You can also put breaks, so if you want to insert another page, or you can put line numbers, so numbers of the lines that you are working with. It's a cool feature. You see it in the most Bibles or biblical books, you see them. So that's how you are going to do that. So you have another thing on hyphenation. I think this one we don't use it most often, but it's there as well. And also have indenting. So if you want to indent this document, we'll see it later on how to do it. But once you indent, you are giving it default values here if you want to indent them. So we'll start from 0, then you indent. So it also shows you how much you have when you press enter, how much you want the spacing. So these are default layouts as well. So in this section, you see on arranging, so it's just used to arrange the pictures, the objects in your document. So if you go to referencing, this is a cool feature when you are producing academic lighting. So once you press, for example, table of contents, you can create the table of contents of the titles that you have worked in your lighting. You can also add the text on the levels of your table of contents, and update the table when you have inserted another title in your document as well. So you can also light footnotes at the end of your page. You can also light end notes, next footnote. So that's good when you into footnote. When you go to search, you search the keywords of your research. So this is used in research. If you put if you see that the right side, you can see search. So it's good when you want to search for example keywords out there to see if you looking for something, or you want to search a title. For example, I can send titles like power apps. I can search titles like power apps and click enter. You see that it will bring me different topics on power apps. Then I'll be able to explore in my window what it is all about. So that feature is in Microsoft Word. I believe you didn't see this, but it's there as well. And you can also put citations. So citations will look later on by how to cite our documents. We have styles and whatnot as well. So we can also put sources from referencing. So we can put references on our document. We'll see that later on. We can also add caption to objects, that pictures that we are working with. So we can add auto caption, that they should caption pictures that we are working with automatically. And you can insert table of figures once you finished captioning. You can also put indexes on your document or mark citation. We'll see how we can do that. I think on mark indexes there's a problem. I think if you want to put numbers on your citations, people do it manually. There is that feature here, you can do it automatically in Microsoft Word. So how cool is that? Now let us take a look on mailings tab. So on mailings tab, you see that you have envelopes. I don't think most of us we use envelopes nowadays, but if you're using an envelope, you can create the cover page of your envelope. So you can create how your envelope is going to look like automatically. So if you have opportunity resources to print out envelopes, do it using this feature. We'll see it later on in MailMage. And also you can send emails to different people. Only you can change, maybe you can send one email but to different individuals, maybe 60,000 people, but that email is going to be tailor-made for them with their documents. So I believe some of us, we were answered our application job applications, but that email, those emails came at once, but they had our name on it. So you may think, how did they manage to write every email to the applicants? No, they were using MailMage. So we'll see how to do that and how easily we can do that using Microsoft Excel as well. So we'll see all these functions. They are very easy. So let us go to review. On review, you can review the document by checking the spelling or the dictionary. So the dictionary is already there in Microsoft Word. So you check that dictionary, maybe name there. You check that in dictionary, and it will show you the results as well. And you can also check the word count. Once you do that, you can see that there are information written on my document here, that there are only 4 words that I placed in the document. So that's how it did. So if we go here on availability, check availability, we can see the options to check on documents that we're working with, or availability, or alt text outside the document, or there's a certain passage which is available online with the same things that we have wrote online. So see how it's done in Microsoft Word. You can also translate the document or words, or you can use Min Translator. So Min Translator, you see, you translate English to Arabic or to any language you want. So that's how you do Min Translator. And you can select language. This is good when you're writing documents, maybe to send to America or England. So you check and proof the language to check if it is still made for America or British. You can put comments or delete the comments that you are working with. So delete the comments on the document, so you can see it has deleted the comments. That's good. Place the new comment or show all the comments that you are working with. So on review, that's where it is. Also, you can track changes. So when you say track changes, this is very important when working within a group. So I can say hi Malawi. You can see it's tracking my change, and I'm able to see where changes are made. So you can see I can be able to show all the changes that I'm working with, and I can accept the change, and off I go. So if you're working with the team, you can track the changes of your document. It's very good. So that's how it's done in this sense. So you can also compare pages as well. If you have one version to another, you can compare the pages of the documents you are working with if you have forgotten something to add in that document. And you can also restrict editing so that no one should edit your document, and furthermore as well. So on hide ink, you can hide ink if you're working with a pen. Some of these computers have got a pen too, so you can hide those inks. So on view, you can actually see, you can have different views of your document. So you can have lead mode. So lead mode, it's, as the name suggests, it's used to lead the documents on, it's used to give you the environment where you can lead the document you are working with. And if we go below here, you see that's where you're going to change your view. Or you can go here below and click here, you change the layout to lead layout. Or if you want to see how your document will look like on the internet, you place the web layout and so forth. So let's go back to print layout. And on print layout, what we want is to see how we are going to view our documents. So if we place here on outline, so on outline, it gives you, maybe you want to draft something, so you have outline view, maybe how you are going to write that document. If you are writing business proposals, this is a way to go. So you write drafts and to see how you are going to add documents in your file. So that's the outline feature. So let us go back to review, to view. So if you want to draft something, you can just write that out and go back to outline and see how it's showing you. Now we'll see that later on. Page movement, if you want to view your page by scrolling vertically, that's how it's your choice. That's how you are going to put it, but the default is vertical because most of us we are used to vertical movement. If you want to put grid lines, so grid lines are good when you're pressing objects or navigation pane to see if you have headings or whatnot. But if you also want to remove the rulers, it's your choice. You can do that here. If you want to zoom into the page, I basically I would say most people don't use this, but there are features here how you're going to zoom your page, and also how to arrange the windows that you're working with and switch windows. The document you are working with, you want to switch to another document you have opened. And we also have macros. So macros are automated tasks, so we'll see how to come up with a macro, and we can also check the properties when sharing our documents. So that's the SharePoint feature. On help, we can see how you can get help or contact support or feedback or show training. So show training is going to be used if you want to learn something else. So on this last tab, you see tell me what you want. If you go here, you understand that you can just ask anything. Maybe you want to check on page break, so you just slide page break, and you see that once you find page break, you insert page break, it's inserting another document. So how cool is that? So if you want something but you don't know where it is, you know the name, you can just press here and write the name you want. So that's how it's done. So if you go here on the last section, that's where you find share. You can share the link to your document, or you can share with people who have got Microsoft account. But because my Microsoft account is not available on OneDrive, I cannot share it. But once I connect to OneDrive, I can share it. So if I click here, it will show me that I should save with OneDrive first, and I can share it as well. So you have explored powerful things in Microsoft Word as well. So let us take a look on other features. So you can see here that it's still tracking changes. So yeah, I've switched that off. Let us go into other features like saving the file and sharing the file. So as we are exploring, we can actually save the file by pressing the file tab. You can save it. So once you press save, it's showing save as, because it's the same feature basically. And you can place it on OneDrive file. So OneDrive file, and it's not showing well because I have unlinked my OneDrive account from my PC, because it was just backing up every time even I switch it off. But maybe I want to save it in my document, I can do that and click save. So if I also to save it as a PDF, I can do that. Press my documents and click the drop down option, press PDF and click save. So once you do that, it's going to save as a PDF. So that's how it's done. And by sharing the document, you place the top right option called share. You press that, press share, and it will prompt you to share the documents online. So let us take a look on text basics, the text that we are working with. So if we go to my screen here, and maybe we want to write something called I train individuals. So you see that there is an error somewhere. That's the good part of Microsoft. If you right click that word and place if you right click that word, you'll be prompted with correct spelling. So once you click there, the misspelling will go. And also here Malawi is showing that I have put smaller m for Malawi. So I train individuals on productivity and power apps. So if I do like this, and maybe I want to highlight train, and what I'll do, I'll just use my right mouse, highlight it. If I want to change it to bold, I'll go to the home tab and go to the font column and press B for bold, and you see that my text now it's bolded. So if I also want to change individuals, I'll highlight it, and if I want to make it italics, I'll go to my font section, click italics, and it has changed to italics. Or maybe I just want to change the whole sentence to another font, so I'll highlight the whole sentence. You see that there is a pop-up menu here, so it has got shortcut to show you functions from menu example. It is showing you functions that are the same from the font column, so you can use this as a shortcut. But in this case, I want to change my font to Times New Roman. I can do that here, and everything has changed. Or maybe I want to highlight my text, productivity. I want to highlight it. There is a highlight option here. If you click the drop down arrow, you see the colors, the different colors to highlight your text. So I want the yellow one. Once I do that, my text is highlighted. Oh, I want my power word to be in another color. You place the drop down arrow here where there is capital A and the underlined, a thick underlined red line, and you can change the font color of power. But my text is looking very small. You can change the font size by highlighting the whole text and click the font size menu here by dropping it down, then change the size. Let us put on 36 font. So those are that's how you can change the font size of your text that you are working with. So if you want to go into another sentence, you just press enter. Once you press enter, you'll be taken to another sentence or line. Then that's where you are going to write another sentence that you want. Maybe I live in Blantyre. So that's how you are going to do it, and that's how you format the text. But maybe I want to change Blantyre. I want to put Lilongwe, but I can't seem to find it. That's when you use find option. If you click here, find option, you actually be prompted with the navigation panel and write Blantyre. So take a look on how it's reacting. It's fast and it's able to detect the words that I'm looking for. So you see that there's a sentence here. If I click here, and the page also has changed the position to show me where Blantyre is. So I want to change it. There's an error as well, misspelling. Blantyre starts with capital B. If I place it, it changed to capital B as well. So that's how it's done in Microsoft. But maybe I want to replace Blantyre. You also click replace. So on replace, it shows the words that you have highlighted here, Blantyre. So first you need to highlight those words and you replace with Lilongwe. And once you do that, there are other functions here. It says replace. This replace will replace one word. This replace all will replace all the instances of the word Blantyre. So let us just put replace and see the magic. It has changed to Lilongwe. I live in Lilongwe. So that's how it's done. Another section we want to learn on how to do indents. So on indents, maybe you want to shift the letters. So what you do is to put the cursor at the first before the first letter or the word of the sentence. Once you do that, you go to the paragraph column and there are two options for indenting. So the one here, the second one, it means you indent, you increase in indent. The other one, you are decreasing indent. So we want to increase indent. You see that it's moving the whole sentence as well, so that is good as well. If you want to indent starting from that sentence as well, or you want to bring back the indent, you can do that by pressing the decrease indent as well. The shortcuts to increasing indent, you can press tab, and the tab, you are seeing that it has got a cool feature because it's placing only the words that are above only the line that the cursor is at, not the whole sentence. So that's a cool feature when you press tab to put indent to the line that you're working with. So also let us go put last but one, we want to see how we can put list. So on list, there is also another feature on a paragraph where there are three types of list. There are bullet list, numbered list, and mid-level list. So on bullet list, once you click here, bullet list, let me decrease the font and put to 14, and let me see, yes. And once you click bullet list, and you can light something here, click enter, light something, click enter, light something. That's how you are going to put on bullet list. Let us bring back the indentations, and so that's bullet list. Maybe you want the numbered list, you place numbered here and put different put different words. That's how you do numbered list. So maybe you want the mid-level list, so you choose, I want in certain way, so maybe like this. So you have one. So how can you access mid-level? By pressing tab. So you see that if you press tab, you access another line of mid-level list. So that's how it's done. So by clicking tab, you go to another level of the list that you're working with. So that's how it's done. So lastly, we want to look at hyperlinks. So how can we find hyperlinks? So if you go to the insert tab, there is what we call link here. So you can just place the link that you want. So here there's text that will display maybe my link, and you see you can check on browsed pages or listened files, or you can place document. So documents here, the documents that you can just place, they are going to be existing on the file that you're working with, or you want to create a document, or you want to place an email once you do that. But in this case, you can place addresses to documents that to links to URLs that are available online. So you can do that in here. So if we go here and play and light google.com and place OK. So if we go here on our hyperlink and press Control and left click, it says it can't open the file. So let me edit my link and let me modify that one, yes, and press OK. I click Control and left click, it's going to open google.com. So it's good when working up with working with documents for academic purposes, so that people, they can find references of the documents you have pressed in your file. So anyway, that's what I had for you today. I know this one of the longest course, one of the longest videos, but on this training course we'll utilize almost 1 hour to learn this section. So anyway, thank you very much. Make sure you practice and I will see you next week on the very same course. So bye bye.